It's back. Oh, I'm gonna do some finagling.
Are you putting this Pokemon here because you're obsessed with Pokemon today?
It's Go Fest. It's Pokemon Go Fest, everybody, this weekend, and I've been very busy
Tim.
playing.
And that means what? Isn't like Go Fest usually like a musical thing?
Well, it's kind of on the same lines. Go Fest is Pokemon Go. The Niantic company does a big event every year, and they do several, but the big one is Go Fest, and it's usually in a destination location. But since everyone's stuck at home, there's no destination location this year.
Hi, Auntie.
They're doing it everywhere, so I actually get to participate because I don't get to have to go to. I can't go to Portugal or Tokyo or somewhere else.
Well, you could.
I'm gonna fix the camera.
Okay. How is everybody today? Whoa. I don't like to get that much of a close-up. Hi, Auntie. I hope you've been enjoying the pictures I've been sending today.
Just almost fell over.
I've been taking a trip down memory lane, cleaning out an old trunk and going through all my old pictures. It's certainly been fun. But I'm back from my trip and I'm sunburned. Can you tell I'm red?
My legs are so sunburned.
From what?
Walking around in the park for 7 hours yesterday.
Oh. I guess that's true. I thought you meant from today. I'm like, you're wearing pants right now.
Okay, so we're gonna...
You're welcome. I figured you would want to see them. Some of them are duplicates, so I'll have to send along some to you, Auntie. Or maybe I can scan them at my work, too, and send them to you that way so they're a little better quality. Hi, Leanna. My vacation was amazing.
Amazing!
Hey, James. I did not have internet access or phone access. Well, we did have a landline, so I was able to call Kurt every night, and I called you one night to help.
How small it is.
What are you doing?
Just talk, Derrol.
It wasn't too hot. I mean, I don't really know what the temperatures were. I mean, it wasn't so hot when we were hiking that it was terrible, but all 3 of the times we went hiking, it ended up raining on us when we the first one was a mine, so that worked out well because we just hid in the mine shaft and just hung out in there. Derrol is new, right? So we hung out in the mine shaft until it stopped raining because there was thunder and lightning too. Well, not so much lightning, mostly thunder. And then we went on a 12-mile hike, and it sprinkled on us a little bit on the way down, but not too bad. A couple days later, and then on the day before our last day, we went on a hike and it sprinkled on us, but it was nice. I mean, you know, I wore my mask on the hikes, and every time we encountered people, all 3 of us did. Rosie and I have pretty much been, you know, kind of quarantined, so we haven't really been around many people, and then Jay had been tested right before then, and he got his negative results. So, you know, that was awesome that we had that test results. We didn't have to worry, so we were all comfortable once we got there. But, you know, when we were hiking or the couple times we had to go to the lodge to get like coffee, we all wore our masks, and, you know, other people were too. Some definitely were not. But when we would pass people on the trail, that they would wear them. So that was cool. It made me feel a little more comfortable.
Even on the trail.
Even on the trail. So it was nice. You know, hikers and people that do that kind of stuff are generally nice, thoughtful people anyway. So they would do it just, you know, to be nice. Where you are like all over.
He's all over you right now.
Oh my gosh. 3 Musketeers. It's in my room. Drying my room out. We can go get it if we need it. So yeah, we were in a cabin in this little tiny town. I mean, it was tiny, so there weren't that many people around to begin with. So that was nice. Saw lots of deer, lots of different animals, pine marten, bald eagle in its nest. We went fishing one day out on the boat for like 6 hours or something. What's Nadine saying? Nadine just texted me.
It's a little jumpy.
Yeah, she's asking if we're doing a show today. So it was fun. Had a really good time.
Are you sure what you saw wasn't a marmot?
No. Well, no. I don't know what the one thing was. Yeah, YouTube works for me now, so I don't have to get on yucky Facebook. Hi, Nadine.
Pine marten things you saw.
Yeah, it was either a pine marten or a weasel of some kind. We saw lots of different birds I haven't seen before. This crazy like Clark's nutcracker feeding its babies out on the trail. That was a lot of fun. I got a wicked sunburn on my chest and on my thighs. You can probably see how red my leg is right here. This is from being out on the boat and my skin not have seen the sun for such a long time. Hi, Nadine. So yeah, it was really amazing. It was weird to not have web access. I know you mentioned that on the show, how it would be good for me to not have web access. It was definitely weird, but I definitely could feel the difference over today. Then, once I got back on social media, things were stressing me out or I'm thinking about stuff. And
you're like this again?
Yeah. Well, today was also really fun. I'm not sure if anybody's watching that besides Auntie that I've been sending pictures to, but I've been uncovering all these pictures from this trunk from high school. So I've been sending pictures to all my friends and saying, oh my God, look at these pictures, you guys. So it's been cool. I didn't get to see a bear. And there was no bobcat or panther. Oh, that's a lie. I do have a mountain lion picture for you guys. I'm going to show some of the pictures from the trip. I'll end up posting an album later with some pictures. But I just picked out a few today.
Was it stuffed?
Do you have them? You'll have to wait and see the picture. Did you get the pictures today?
Oh, I thought you were going to show them.
Well, it was at the last minute, and I just sent them to you, and I thought maybe you could do the little, your audio is fine, Cory, but the picture keeps freezing up.
I think we fixed it. I fixed it while he was talking, so let me know if it continues.
Yeah, because it was all.
I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if Jay is watching. Jay, if you're watching, had a super fun time. Jay is Rosemary's friend that came with us. He said he might watch today. I'm still very dry in my nose, Jay. I don't know about you, but my nose is super dry. My lips are super dry. I had the altitude must have been super dry up there because that part was crazy. Okay, Leanna says it's okay now. Hi, Retta. Retta's one of the people that got some photos today. Actually, I found class pictures too, Retta. Did I send you those? I sent them to a whole bunch of people.
Excuse me.
Today. My aunt says, thank you, Cory. It did stop.
Yeah, I don't know why. I had to pull down the bandwidth a little bit. It's been fine. But you never can tell with these types of things, technology.
The show that you did on your own was very nice. I liked how you had it framed, so it was just you in the corner. I only did watch the Tuesday show, but
I changed the lens on the Thursday show.
Oh.
Because I had a Zoom call. What was that? Yeah, I think it was that day. So it was all creamy in the background.
Yuck.
Creamy's a good thing in
that
photography.
Sounds horrible. Well, I was going to watch the Thursday show because I watched the show as we were coming back because, it's a very long drive. Excuse me. So I watched the show, and then I was going to watch the Thursday show to see if you would switch the studio around because you mentioned you were going to. But I noticed,
get there.
I noticed that is still the same.
That's a big undertaking.
Oh my God, Nadine, it is crazy. I mean, not that you guys want to know this much information, but like I was having to blow my nose because, you know, when you feel like there's a bunch of dust and stuff in your nose, you have to blow. But it was like bloody. Not that you guys want to know that, but I think it was for a couple of us on the trip. It was the worst. And then I didn't really notice the high altitude until we would start. Ah, there's Jay. Hey, Jay. Yeah, I feel like that my nose is not as dry. Like when I blew it this morning, it was in a better situation, but like it was rough. That was the worst part, was my nose. And my lips were very chapped too. So Jay's here. Jay came on the trip.
Hello.
I didn't really do anything with the pictures today, Jay. I'm supposed to ask you about doing a Dropbox link or something so I can share them with these guys. So we'll definitely have to do that. But I just totally went through memory lane today looking at old pictures. Oh, Derrol, you missed his Monday, Wednesday, Saturday midnight shows. Oh, yeah, right. I did catch his one from yesterday where he's like, oh, I was out playing Pokemon for too long and I lost track of time.
Well, that was the truth. I wasn't ready to come in yet.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to moisturize up your nose, Nadine? I mean, I guess Jay had Afrin, and that was helping him.
You know, that Afrin's a thing, but you could put like Burt's, like anything you put on your lips, you could put in your nose.
That didn't occur to me. How was the air? The air wasn't too bad. Okay, so one of the pictures in this is the actual cabin that we stayed in, and it was on this incline. But that seemed like the worst thing for Rosemary and I was to get up the freaking incline from the cabin to the top street to walk over. Like that was the worst. And when we would go hiking too, it was like a little bit, at first, you know, you get a little winded because your lungs are like, oh,
yeah,
I'm like having to really work.
Usually like a couple days to acclimate.
Hiking was actually pretty easy once we got started because it was a lot like Maine. You know, Maine has like granite boulders in the path and you have to like hike up the path and it's like all pine trees. So it's all beautiful.
Do you know what
and
the
amazing.
elevation was right there?
I'm really bad with that sort of thing. Jay, can you help chime in on that? I feel like it was like 11,000 feet.
Does that sound right? On the hike.
Yeah.
The hike would have been around 11,000, but you probably were staying at like 7, 8.
I feel like we were at 8,000, if that's correct.
I can look
Bloody
that
is
up.
accurate. Yes, Jay. It was crazy. The first time I blew my nose like was the day after we got up there, and I'm like, you feel like you have smoker's lungs up there. It's true. But it seemed like the hill was the worst thing, just getting up that one little tiny hill right there.
8,409 feet, Aspendale.
Yes, Retta, I was cleaning out a trunk from high school in my first couple of years here in San Diego today, and I was coming across all these old pictures and memorabilia. Like I was in the 90s all day today, you guys. Chapstick, just a little finger put up the nose, but like it was all the way up in my nose. I would have had to like squirt a thing of lotion up my nose.
You put it right here on the inside, and then you do this,
snort,
and then you keep pushing it up.
Oh, like a
I'm making that up, but
okay.
It's got to work.
What hike was it? Nadine, we hiked around Sabrina, spelled Sabrina, but it's Sabrina, just like
Did
Sierra.
you actually go to the lake?
Yeah, that's where we fished on.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, you've been to Sabrina Lake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's where we fished all day. That's where I got this sunburn from.
Okay, I told you I've been around Aspendale, but I've never been up
Dell,
but I've never been there.
But
when I was at the lake, it was almost empty. It was a bad drought year. It was like 5 years ago.
No, it was really full.
And you could actually see all the dam, how they built it down all the way to the bottom. There's a little bit of a power center there too.
Hi, Jeff. I see the Jeff's on too. And
I have pictures somewhere.
So you know the mountains all the way around.
Yeah,
right? That's what we hiked up and through and into.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous right there.
Yeah.
It was really hot.
But when we were hiking, I'm like, where's this next lake? Because we're completely surrounded on every side by mountains.
Up over the mountain and down into the next one.
It was. 8,000 and 9,000 at cabin. Okay, I thought that's what I remembered Rosemary had said.
Yeah, it says 8,400.
And yes, Nadine, we hiked from Lake Sabrina to Dingleberry Lake.
I love Dingleberry Lake.
Hi, Melissa. Melissa's been getting some pictures today as well. Melissa's in Maine. She's been getting some senior trip pictures.
Hi, Melissa.
Are you ready to show pictures?
I'm ready when you
Or
are.
are you catching an important Pokemon right now?
I'm just looking at what's coming across.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, we're going full screen, peeps.
Yay! Now these are just some random ones that I just went through and picked right now. There's going to be albums posted that you guys can all see soon. So anyway, here's the cabin that we stayed in. Super nice. There's like a game room downstairs. We played pool one night. It was so fun.
Ready?
Yep. Proof that there was, in fact, a Dingleberry Lake. Hey, Melissa.
I like your donkey dingleberry face.
Donkey Lake, Dingleberry Lake, yes. When I called Kurt, because we wanted to check the weather for that day, because it was a 12-mile hike and we wanted to make sure we were prepared.
Yeah.
I was like, can you look up Dingleberry Lake? He's like, come on, seriously? And I'm like, yes, actually, that is true.
It's a thing.
What's Kurt saying there? Ding-Elberry. Dinga-Elberry.
Dingley.
Was a little white mouse that we made friends with. Ready?
I'm ready if you are. Just
I'm
tell
ready.
me.
Here we are on Sabrina Lake.
Ooh.
This is right when we got the boat and we're about to leave the dock for fishing. Jay caught us a trout, which I ended up having a little piece of. I couldn't fish myself just because I couldn't tear the worm in half, and I couldn't be responsible for the death of the fish because I would have been too sad. And actually, Jay did say that he almost threw it back because he didn't want me to feel bad.
You didn't want that on your hands.
Which was super nice, but he kept it out of my view, so it was good. And I ended up having a piece of it after they cooked it, just to,
commiserate.
say I had,
yes. Commemorate.
What is a dingleberry? Please do explain. Oh, we can't explain that on this show.
James, you don't know what a dingleberry is?
James, you're going to have to Google
I'll just
dingleberry.
explain it. It's not that bad.
It's gross.
It's when you have.
Oh my God.
When somebody, when one has.
When a person, not you in
poop
specifically.
balls hanging from their butt. Sorry.
Oh my
I
God.
should probably put us on for that.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's what happens. It's called a dingleberry.
There's more pictures.
I know,
Okay.
but we're chatting. We're explaining dingleberries.
Yeah.
So somebody that was camping at Dingleberry Lake.
Yes, we
have.
We have a ton of stuff. Whoops, sorry. That we have to Google. One of them is, how did this lake get its name? There was literally no magnets, no cups, no posters, no hats or anything with it on there because I wanted one of those. I'm guessing they would have felt
I'm sure they would have been popular.
They would have been very popular, but I'm sure they don't want it to get. Kurt's cackling out in the other room. You can tell there's a delay.
Ready?
Yep. So yeah, Dingleberry Lake, super pretty. So yeah,
for dingleberries,
we were fishing here. This is I think this is Dingleberry Lake actually.
It's very pretty,
isn't it? Shoot, that's not the one I wanted to send.
Is that a reflection from the top, or is that the rock underneath the water?
That's a rock underneath the water. All these were super clear. You could see down to the inside of everything. Rosie! Rosie's here.
Hello, Rosemary.
We're showing pictures. We're talking about Dingleberry Lake. Rosie, help me. Is this Dingleberry Lake? Leander wants to go fishing this summer too. It was fun. It was cool watching them fish. I just did my own thing. I went around looking for bones when we docked. I actually
That's your fishing.
I actually climbed up this stream bed that had dried up, and I looked over and I was level with a bald eagle's nest with a bald eagle sitting in it, and I rushed down. That's how I got this gnarly scratch on my side right here, to tell Rosemary because we hadn't seen any birds of prey. So that was our first bird of prey, and I'm like, oh yay, there they are. No, we didn't really swim anywhere. I don't think you're really supposed to.
You could swim.
I mean, I guess you could, but it was freezing. It's like glacier water.
Take a dip.
Yeah. Next picture.
Just no sunscreen if you can.
This was the last hike of our trip. This was just to look at the beauty of the area. It was just this marshy, streamy area. It doesn't look like a dingleberry at all. On the map, it kind of does because there's a lot of little lakes up there, so it's kind of like hanging there on the map. Next. This is just one of me with the John Muir Wilderness sign, because
Next to the stage.
right? There was a better picture, James, that I meant to show that showed the reflection of the water. Of the trees on the water. So it was like a mirror, crazy mirror image. But I sent the wrong one. So stay tuned for that one. Oh, and Rosie, I was just telling Cory that we got to do a Dropbox link for you. Dropbox.
Dropbox.
Hi, Angela. Next.
Oh, we're in the middle.
No,
I
just
can't
put
do
the big
that.
picture up. Sabrina Lake.
Sabrina.
See, look how much water's in there.
I must say, I did call it Sabrina every time.
See, we talked about that. We also, every time we talked about Sierra, we said Sierra, and we're like, we got to make sure Cory hears that we're all saying Sierra. Because actually, Jay watched the show before we went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he kind of was familiar with us. Hi, Javi.
Yeah, it is the Sierra, not the Sierra.
We talked about that quite frequently. In your honor, we made sure to say Sierra every time. Next. Mountain Lion.
I knew it was stuffed.
So there's this little lodge there called Cardinal Lodge. It's been there actually since the mine was there, like hundreds of years. I read all about it in a book. But
extra.
I had to take this picture like this. Hey, Gerald. Next.
Yo, Gerald.
Here is Rosemary and I outside of Cardinal Lodge. Super cute picture of us.
Super cute.
I love Rosemary. I've known her for 1,000 years. She's one of my
1001.
1001, you are right. Actually, James, that whole lake and that whole road up to that lake is shut down in the winter.
Yeah.
They shut that whole thing down. I'm sure you could walk up it, but that's quite a walk. It's like 2 miles or something. Jay kept talking about running up it, and we were like, you're crazy. In the back there, can you zoom in to that peak up there that kind of looks like it has an arrow? See that right there? So that we were calling Spock Rock because it does the Spock hand thing. It's just this rock outcrop. But in the next 3 years, that's going to fall in the lodge. That's my prediction.
Well, they've been having earthquakes like crazy up there, so...
Teetering, I'm telling you.
Did you heard about the last? I think I told you about the last one, but did you hear what happened?
There was a rock slide
throughout all of the Lone Pine area, but also some of the campsites were like leveled. Oh,
well, this road that goes up to the lake, there was a rock slide, and we could still see like where they had cleared it all away.
Probably from that.
Yep.
Because it rocked that whole area.
Yep.
Next. That's it.
Oh, that's it. I only picked a few because I didn't want to give them all away, right away. But I knew you guys would want to see some today. Excuse me. Scary. Yeah, definitely some of the mountain lion, not you guys. I was so hoping to see a mountain lion. We had lots of things in the house, like a little wren came in the house. Like she had a little nest out there. She kept coming in the house. Then a bat came in one night. That was super fun.
So there's usually, how often would you say there's people in the house?
Rosie.
And
Rosie's watching right now.
I'm gathering a couple times a year.
Yeah. They have the family. I think the family was up a couple weeks before we were. I think Rosemary hadn't been up there for a very long time. 8 or 9 years.
So cool that you have the option to do that.
Yeah, it's super fun.
It's beautiful.
Thank you for inviting me. I had such a good time. And Jay was very nice. I get a little weird around strangers sometimes.
A little.
But he made me feel very comfortable. There's more coming, Auntie. I just have to go through them, and I want to, make sure we don't look terrible in some of them. Because, sometimes you get a wrong angle, or you got to crop out a chubby cheek or something, It happens. But my sunburn officially only hurts a little bit now. The past couple days, I've been in rough shape. Like on my thighs, it felt like I was burned down to the muscles.
I should go put on shorts and show you guys my friggin' legs.
Yeah.
They're horrible right now.
It was super fun, and it was very good.
Shorts are up to here on him, so he's got like a short tan.
Well, I was wearing my jean shorts, and I had pulled them up because look, this red goes quite a ways up, but I kind of pulled him up. You know how sometimes people pull them up like they're like, you know, bikini trunks or whatever to try to get some color. Rosemary got color too, but she didn't get fried like me. I was more concerned about the wind and cold because when you first got to the boat dock, it was super windy. So I was more concerned that we were going to be cold. I hadn't even thought, chubby cheek, Kurt said, I hadn't even thought that, oh, I'm going to get a really bad sunburn. But my thighs have not seen sun in a long time.
Everybody knows they've
Hi, Pat.
seen them. My mom.
Yeah, but super awesome time. It was great being away from the phone and the internet. It was hard the first, you know, you have that habit of.
Did you guys play games? How'd you pass
Oh, we
time?
did. Oh, my new favorite game.
Oh my God.
Anybody tell me if they played this before, because I've not heard of it. It's a different, it has a different name. This is kind of like the commercialized version. It's called Farkle. Farkle? No. Are you going to show more pictures on a later show? I might show more, Nadine, but I'm definitely going to do a photo album on Facebook. I know you don't like Facebook. I know. Look, I don't want to show you too much of my fat belly. Ew, that's too much of my fat belly. But look.
Oh, it's too much of your fat belly.
Look, red.
Just kidding. You're not fat.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Ugh, quarantine. I had sunblock on my arms, Auntie. I put sunblock on my arms. You know, I was wearing a tank top as usual. So I put sunblock here. I put some on my neck. So this part's all fine.
Sunblock here. I put some sunblock there.
But then I was like on the boat and Rosemary was getting some sun and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get some sun. Don't look at my fat whiteness. And then I laid in the front of the boat and got some sun. And I kept covering up with my tank top because I felt like I was getting hot on my chest, but I didn't feel the hot on my legs until I got home. Oh, yay! There's Rosemary. I'm so glad I went to, Rosemary. You know, I did think about not going because I don't.
Well, your first inclination's usually to bail.
Yeah, because I don't do things with anybody or like do anything anymore. Hi, Josh. Hi, Tony. But it was with you, and I haven't seen you for a long time, and I was very excited to get to spend a lot of time with you. And that was super fun too. I felt a little bad for Jay sometimes because we were reminiscing all the time. And it was awesome to be, you know, with people that are so fun. Not that you and Kurt aren't fun, but.
No, but you see us all the time.
I know.
No offense taken.
Quarantine 15, that's right, Nadine. Farkle. You need to learn the game Trash. Apparently I do.
Sparkle Farkle?
Oh yeah, see, Leanna knows. It's a dice game. So basically you have 6 dice and you roll them and you just play till 10,000, but it's like you keep rolling. If you get all 6 and you can use them, you roll again or you lose your points, but it was super fun. And you know, it doesn't require a whole lot of brain functioning,
cognitive
which is
thinking.
Awesome. And Rosemary kept score too, which was great because I didn't want to have to math.
Yeah, I hate doing that.
But it was super fun. We played it a bunch of times. That was kind of our game. Then we watched a couple movies and, you know, played pool one night. That was super fun. We're going to patent a new pool game.
What's it called?
I don't think we came up with a name for it. People pool? I don't know.
People pool.
And Kurt loves Rosemary. Cory loves Rosemary too.
Who doesn't love Rosemary?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen you in forever.
We talked about that.
Well, it has to be 5 or 6 years because she was over about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, I think at the apartment in the apartments.
Yeah,
was probably the last time you saw her.
No. I think it's been since then. It was here. Have you been to this house, Rosemary?
No, she's never been here.
Or the overlook house with the view in the canyon?
I don't think she's been to that one. La Mesa, maybe.
God, time flies then because it feels like it's been more recent.
Oh no, your wife got burned, Josh. I always get burned, but I didn't think I was going to be that much in the sun. That's funny that she didn't burn, but your wife did.
How you doing on your wine? Oh, you barely touched it. I'm gonna go grab a little bit more.
Okay, do that. Yeah, it's super fun, Pat. You know, as long as I don't have to do the math part. 2 years ago? Okay. I was Googling stuff today, Rosemary. I didn't find out a whole lot. Cory and I were trying to figure out what exactly the animal was that I saw on the mountain with the bunny body and the mouse ears. Because we looked up marmot, and that didn't really look like it. So I don't know. But I was showing Kurt the list of all the of all the animals, and he's like, "What's this?" Like the red-headed birds and. Oh! I got yes, I was gonna say that earlier. I gotta wait till Cory gets back. We have a Ding L. Berry song, you guys. So we made friends with this little white-footed deer mouse, and we named her Miss Dinga L. Berry.
Miss Dingleberry.
So Jay has forever changed this song for me, and I hope for the rest of you too.
What?
You know that song by Beyonce that goes, "All the single ladies"?
You do this to me often, though. So
I do that.
Good job,
like
Jay.
Uptown Squirrel, it will never be Uptown Girl again. It'll always be Uptown. But literally could not stop singing all the dingleberries, all the dingleberries, all the dingleberries.
Derrol does that to me all the time with songs. And it's forever changed at some point.
Why, I wonder? Look.
Tried to send a few bottles of my favorite wine, Cory, but it says cannot ship to you. You know, it's very interesting. California has weird ordinances around, it's called Prop 65 here, cancer causing chemicals or whatever. And it could be anything. It could be a product, plastics. It could be a food product that they won't send to California because they don't want to be held liable.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's what it was, but I run into that a lot on Amazon. But gosh, thank you. We like a wine.
Remember, James, I like white wine.
But he'll drink your red wine.
But I will. Oh, I drank red wine on this trip. What was that called, Jay? It was in the weirdest bottle. Wait. Look it up. Buckshot.
Chianti.
Buckshot? No, Buck.
Tell me to look it up. I don't even know. What do you...
Buck cabin? No.
Was it in a bottle the size of a cabin?
It was a weird little bottle. It was kind of like a rye whiskey bottle. Buckshot.
Port. Maybe it was port.
Buck.
Sometimes port can come in a small... Was it kind of sweet and thick?
It was winey.
Well, yeah.
You know how I am about drinking wine.
Like ports can have like a chocolatey, really
cancer-causing
rich...
wine is so tasty, though.
That's the only reason I could think that they wouldn't send it here.
I mean, it makes sense.
Wine
Buckhouse
can cause cancer, I guess.
Look up Buckhouse.
Yes, sir.
Kurt is obviously starving to death.
He's starting dinner.
Don't you start dinner too soon, dear. I don't want to be called Buck Shack. Dang it, I knew it was some sort of house or cabin or... But it was really good. You should try it, Cory.
Oh, I see.
We chilled it, so I was able to drink it because I haven't been able to drink red wine since Rosemary's 40th birthday party.
It's a Cabernet. Yeah, they have all different kinds. $21 at wine.com.
It's super good, you guys. Sorry if I'm giving away your secret, Jay. You better buy some quick. They're going to fly off the shelves now. We had a cab.
Yeah. I mean, I love red wine. Any red wine is good red wine to me. Especially if it's good red wine because I drink a lot of crap.
With screw tops.
With screw tops.
I heard that conversation about your wine box right there that isn't full yet yesterday.
It's true. I love a guy who's like, just put the screw tops in there. I'm like, no, nobody needs to keep track of all that.
So yes, I have thousands of fun stories. Did you have fun doing the show without me?
The two I did, we were okay.
The first 20 minutes of a show is very difficult by yourself.
No, everyone kept me going.
I saw.
Kept chiming in, and I had something to say on one of them. The other one was just kind of
Thursday must have been
me
the
showing
one.
up.
Thursday must have been the one you just showing up, because Tuesday was quite packed with information. You can change the song to Buck Shack. Oh, that's right. There we go, James. I mean, Jay. We got a James and a Jay on here. So instead of saying Love Shack, Jay,
No,
you can say
don't
Buck
do
Shack.
that. That's one of my
Buck
favorite
Shack,
songs.
Buck Shack. But I want everyone to hear all the Dingleberries next time you hear all the Single Ladies, because that's what I'm going to hear forever now.
You need to make a visual.
Oh, I have visuals.
What does she call her?
Oh, okay. So here's another fun Dingleberry Lake story. So we're coming back, and there's this one part where you have to hop rocks to get to a certain spot. And right before we're about to hop the rocks, I hear Rosemary say, "Oh my God." And I look over, and I see some guy's butt. There's a guy like bathing in the lake.
Oh.
But he's bent over, and all I can see is his butt crack. And I'm like, ah!
You guys are probably close to the Pacific Crest Trail or something.
Well, there was a place where people were just like setting up tents along the way that wasn't like official campsites.
Yeah, it's probably PCH.
But yeah,
Or
we get to see that
PCT.
in Dingleberry Lake. That was interesting.
so you actually saw dingleberries at Dingleberry Lake?
I tried not to look that close. He's supposed to be.
If I go, I'm probably gonna leave tomorrow. I'm on the fence though. Did you mention bat? I'm on the fence though because there are a couple things I want to purchase for the car, and I'm weighing out whether the trip is more important or the things are more important.
You leaving for a week is more important.
To who?
I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Your car can wait.
You know, it's like
Bye.
I was over it when I got back and broke
listen.
down. But I'm not saying I'm not going.
Because I just went.
This is the way I work, everybody.
And you need
I
to
might
go.
wake up in the morning and disappear.
Oh, surprise! I'm leaving for 2 weeks. So Rosemary, I did not mention. Okay, so we had the little bird fly in. Oh no. Okay, so first when we got there, there's this moth thing that happens. Like all kinds of moths get in the house. So Rosemary's vacuuming up the dead ones while I'm trying to catch the live ones and free them. So I'm freeing the moths. The next day we have like a bird fly in. We catch the bird, we let the bird out. And then I make this comment like, oh, so as we stay here, each animal that comes in is going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So then the mouse is in there, and then the bat is in there, and we're like, okay, the next thing's going to be one of these deer, because the deer were out there. And Rosemary's like, no, please, can we start at something smaller, maybe like a squirrel or the rabbit we've seen? Oh, and we saw quail with their babies.
Aww.
I was like, Cory would love this.
I love quail. I do. They're one of my faves.
No, he didn't, Retta. I was waiting to see if he did when I got home.
I wanted to, everybody, but that is such a big job. I moved everything from over here, and you can't tell, but
I was gonna say
I did clear this whole station over here, and started to unhook wires, and then realized how much work it was going to be, and I stopped because it's literally, I had other things I wanted to do, and I needed to clean, and I did the shit on my stuff on my car, so I had to prioritize.
How's your dryness, Rosemary? Your lips and your
Your
nose?
dryness.
I know, it sounded horrible. Stop it. I didn't mean it to sound like that. Jesus. I mean, jeez. I meant the nose, and my nose is very dry on the outside, and on the inside of my lips are super chapped. Cory, stop it. I have a sunburn, and it's making me sweat to laugh.
I'm sweating already.
Yes, he does need to go, Nadine, because I kept thinking the whole time I was up there, this is why he loves it.
So
this is super beautiful. You need to get out of the house. I mean, I'm so glad I did this, especially since I'm not going to Maine.
So my two reasons each way. It's really late right now, and it's like
It's perfect though. The weather was perfect.
Yeah, but I don't usually stay at 9,000 feet. I usually stay at around 7,000 feet, and it doesn't seem like a big difference. But in
Are you talking because
in
it's
a
going to be
flat
hotter?
area because it's really hot right now. It's so hot. I know. It's the only thing I heard.
As soon as I said it, I was like, I should not have phrased it that way, and I'm sorry that I did.
Who says that? I want to go. I do. And especially now that I have a 4-wheel vehicle, I can go to a couple places I've always wanted to go, and I get to the bottom of it in my element, and I look up at the 4-wheel drive trail and the sign that says 4-wheel drive only past this point, and I think I'm just going to do it anyway in my element, and so I can do that now. There's a lot of things.
Oh my god.
It had nothing to do with you, Rosemary.
Yeah,
it was all Derrol.
My lips are very dry. My nose is very dry. It's peeling really bad. That could be from the sunburn too. I don't know.
Oh, that was funny.
That was funny. And we laughed like the whole time we were there. I mean, it was super funny. Like, it was just a good time.
Second site, that's
Can't deliver
interesting.
to the state. That's so weird.
Well, if you want, share with me what you're sending, and I will. I want to look into it. I want to see what it is. And aren't you supposed to
want
be?
to show you if he's going to surprise you?
Aren't you
with
supposed to be
wine.
camping?
Who?
Mr. James?
James?
Yeah.
Next door, James is camping, and Janine. At least until we go on our adventure in August. Yes. See, Nadine needs your pictures too.
Oh, and I want to take pictures. That's one of the reasons I want to go. But it's so weird right now. I don't know. It's just different. And you know what? I should go because I've never been up there in August. It's going to be, well, I know it's still July, but it's basically August. I've been up there in the winter, the dead of winter. I went for a job interview at Mammoth Mountain Ski Resort once. That was pretty amazing.
I hope I can come home next year too, Retta. It's really weird not going home this year. I might try to do a December trip. I still got to see about this one. What he's doing, because I'm not going to know until December 24th if he's going home for Christmas
hell,
or
if
not.
things are the way they are right now, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot.
That's true. I don't know if I want to travel if it's still weird.
I'm seriously, I don't know about the rest of the states out there, but California is in a serious regression point right now.
Yeah, true.
It's getting pretty ugly.
Yeah. By the way, Mono County is now the watch list for COVID. Thanks, sir. Oh my God.
Yeah, thanks to everybody going up there and taking their vacations and spreading it around.
Well, I feel like everybody that was there was very respectful. Everybody had, if they didn't have it up on their face when you were approaching, they had it around their neck and they put it up.
Yeah, but it's everything.
I know.
It's the gas pumps.
I know.
It's people going out to eat.
I know.
Going to the grocery store and punching in your PIN number, sneezing in the aisle.
Oh, I know.
It's all of that.
I mean, I got a little weirded out. I didn't go for a pizza night that they went to, which they sat away from everybody, and they were totally fine. The staff was wearing masks, but just for me, it was too many people in the area, and I don't know. I just don't want to bring anything home to you and Kurt. I mean,
I sure as hell hope that I'm not getting anything else this season. Maybe next.
Yeah, that was
time
a doozy
around.
when you got sick.
But I'm banking on antibodies.
Yeah, but the three of us all had our masks on every time we approached somebody or went into the store. So yeah, and we barely saw anybody when we were hiking too, which was awesome. That was super nice. I mean, occasionally we would pass people, but not as much as you would think. I blame LA. It's true, Nadine.
Oh, well, LA is the closest, most the biggest user of that area, really. Yeah. It's way off topic, but you kind of brought it up. I'm thinking about doing the plasma thing again.
Oh, I was talking about that today to somebody.
I tried to make an appointment while you were gone, and all the slots were filled. But then they kept saying call at the bottom, and I got an email yesterday that the website's broken, basically. So if you're trying to donate, call us. So I think I might do it again. Because apparently the antibodies dissipate.
Right.
Well, at a rapid rate, this particular... So I could not be of use anymore.
Did I miss anything of major news consequence that I needed to see while I was gone?
I didn't watch any news.
Perfect. On the way back, we were a little bit like, we hope San Diego didn't blow up while we were gone.
It did. It's gone. You can never go home again.
I mean, we live right on the edge of La Mesa, so we might have been okay over here.
Well, we just had a big riot over here.
True.
So you can't say that.
Apparently there was a protest or something in Seattle, and they deemed it a riot and started firing tear gas and stuff at people last night.
Well, that did happen.
I tried not to look at too much of that because
apparently the military has been snatching people off the streets.
Oh, excellent.
COVID style. Like, I mean...
Did you say COVID style?
I did, but like, isn't that another word? Isn't that another word for like...
I think you mean, it's something. Now you've made me forget what it is.
Yeah, I kind of screwed myself up too. But anyway, they've been like pulling people undercover into vans and arresting them.
Yes, he did.
I did have it, yes. And got better. Was sick for about, depending on which time I got sick, because, you know, I don't know. I was sick twice this year. So one was like a 2.5 week thing and lingered for a week. And then one was like 3 or 4 days.
That was the COVID one, we think, because
I
that's
think
when
the
you
3
were
or 4
really
days,
sick and you were sweating, having night sweats and all that.
The
crazy.
3 or 4 days, I think, was the COVID thing.
And that was around March 10th when all this stuff started happening,
March
right?
13th, 14th.
Because it was right when we went into quarantine, he was sick. And then he got better and then got tested like, what, a month after we were in quarantine? Yep. 2 months or something? A month?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, James did go camping and there was a hurricane.
Oh.
Covert. Yes. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. I was like, wait a minute.
I knew it was Cove something.
Cove,
but as soon as you said that, it was gone.
Yeah. I messed myself up.
They've been covertly taking people. Well, it was like that girl in San Diego that the undercover police took off, like, where she was with her friends and the van pulled up and they
That's basically
undercover
what
cops
they've been doing
picked her up
in
and
Seattle.
pulled her into a van and all her friends were like, what the F?
That's a thing now, everyone. Be careful. It seems totally against our constitutional...
Like, I would have fought those people
everything.
not knowing that they were cops if that was my friend. Like,
oh, yeah. What do you do then? Then do you get, like, resisting arrest charges? And
yeah. No, Nadine, I did not get sick, which is one of the reasons I'm so glad I stayed home for 3 months and I did not allow Kurt to come over for 2 months because I could have very well had it and been a carrier and not known it.
He and Kurt don't know because they haven't been tested.
True.
So they could have had it and they were over quite a bit.
I mean, I haven't gotten sick in a long time.
I mean, over. Derrol lives here and Kurt was over. So.
And Cory cooks all our meals and was still cooking for us when he was sick.
Yep. I was sanitizing and washing.
Which you do pretty well, yeah.
And, well, even more then, because I came home sick that day and I basically sanitized the entire house because I felt weird. I didn't feel right. Like, it wasn't just a cold.
Weirder than usual.
Yeah, it was weird.
So, I mean, a lot of me isn't so much worried about me getting it because I feel like I could have had it and been one of the people that does not show symptoms. But my concern of being around people is carrying it and then passing it on to somebody else. So that is the main reason why I put my mask on when I'm hiking, just out of respect for other people. And let me tell you, when you got the kind of mask on that I was wearing at 11,000 feet, then it's hard to breathe.
You need to change that filter.
I had a new one.
Oh, good.
So people that are going to Walmart complaining that they can't go shopping and breathe, shut the F up. I climbed an 11,000-foot mountain with a mask on. I mean, not the whole time, but still. Good chunks of it. And I was fine.
Good, because if you didn't get like some of that direct mountain air, I would have been pissed.
Oh, yes. I mean, there were large segments where we wouldn't see anybody. So, you know, we didn't really have to wear them all the whole time. But we always had them on around our necks just in case, and we popped them up. I know, Nadine, but I don't want to spend $125 or $100 and any kind of dollars.
$119.
I don't want to spend $100 for that. I don't have insurance. I don't want to pay for it, so...
Isn't $100 worth, like, peace of mind?
Well, it isn't about peace of mind because I've been around it. If I am a carrier, I will be a carrier anytime I'm near anybody. So I could be fine right now, but then have it go around another person tomorrow, pick it up again, and still be a carrier. Like, what's that $100?
Well, as long as you have antibodies in your body.
So you think.
Well, no, that's not the argument. The argument is that they are dissipating so quickly in our bodies that you won't have anything inside yourself to fight it off again.
Well, I do also take a lot of apple cider vinegar, which is why I think I don't get sick in general.
Which is the same thing that happens with the flu year to year. But this happens like within months instead of, well, 7 or 8 months versus 2 or 3 months.
I mean, I feel like I have a pretty strong immunity. People around me are sick all the time. Like, everyone in my office will be sick and I'm fine. I rarely get sick. Knock on wood again, because I'm saying it out loud right now. It's just me. Nobody's there.
I totally was like, he's in the backyard.
But Nadine, is it the antibody test? Because that is what I would need. Or is it the do you have it currently test? Because the how do you have it currently test is usually free.
There's 3 tests. There's a do I have it currently, have I had it, and...
Kurt, you can start the water at 5:55. We're not having cold food.
And have I recently had it? Because, like, I don't remember all the acronyms for the tests, but there's 3 separate tests. And usually you get 1 in 3. The number 2 one, they don't usually do. Which
Plus,
is,
I also don't want to go into I don't want to go into a hot spot.
Carrying it.
You know?
You just were, apparently.
No, I mean, everybody go into a testing site. They got the cooties everywhere.
No, that's not...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go to a place where everybody's going to get tested to see if they have it, to bring it. And they're like, I'm bringing it with me to see if I have it. And then it's some stupid moron who has no mask on and is coughing and sneezing all over everything. And then when I take my mask off, a piece of it flies up my nose. I'm just going to stay away from it all.
First of all, the antibody test was in a lab that does many different kinds of tests. It's not just a COVID-19
You remember how this got out of a lab, right? Originally.
And they were very clean.
You remember that, right?
And then the nose swab place, you couldn't walk within 20 feet of somebody, and they were wiping that place down every time somebody walked in and out of it.
Yeah, and then the woman, like, wrote grossness with your pen that you had.
That was the lab place.
Yeah. I know how that goes. Retta, I have talked to my mom. Why do you ask? I'm 50-50. I'm surprised I did not get it. Yet at the same time, I'm super, super cautious for me and my team. But because of that, I may be asymptomatic. Not sure. He definitely recommends being tested. I mean, I recommend doing it, but I don't think I need to.
And also, this is history, right now. And if I live to be an old man and talk about this in the future,
when I was a young boy,
well, it's true though. Like,
I know.
Why live through this?
This is crazy times.
Wonder if you ever had it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that this is a part of history that we're living right now. This is like unprecedented, and I want to know.
It doesn't matter. Numbers don't exist anymore.
It doesn't. Take yourself out of the
political arena.
The psyche of idiots. Like, it's all about you and knowing for yourself. And that's the way I'm taking it. That's how I'm approaching it.
I'm just acting like I have had it.
Well, you can't act like you've had it and not know that you had it.
I mean, the proximity that we were in, there's
still
closed in this house.
There's still a physicality here that you have to mind. Like, your body's not protected as much, or however that is working.
My body's in tip-top shape. I'm at the peak of my health.
Anyway, get tested, don't get tested. I did, and I'm glad I did.
When I was a young buck. No, it's Buck Shack, James. Look that up, James. You'll like it too. You like red wine. Buck Shack. That's pretty good, and it's in a super fun bottle, which I did not.
You keep. Just like the bottle.
I did not keep the bottle. That was something fun Jay got to learn about me, all of the collecting that I do.
Yes. You better hold on to stuff. He'll collect it.
The 12-mile hike, though, I only picked up 2 things. Because, 12 miles round trip. You don't want to have too heavy of a backpack. But I definitely got some nice pieces of quartz and some iron ore. Yeah, Nadine. I mean, people that don't wear a mask because they just like feel like it's uncomfortable or don't want to. I mean, I wear it just because. Why not? Why not be safe?
Even I'm wearing a mask. So I've been at the park for 2 days.
Or they have their freaking nose out.
7 hours yesterday and probably about 4 hours today. And I'm telling you, 75% of the people out there don't have any protection on at all. No masks, no
Well, a lot of
nothing.
it rests. I think a lot of it rests in the fact that people.
That might be over. Maybe a 50-50.
People are not. Shit. What was I gonna say? You made me forget.
I know they're outside and everything, but still.
I'm gonna forget again.
Go.
Most of it is that people are not touched close enough by it to think that it's a real thing, because so many people think that it's a hoax or it's not as bad as it is. Now, my grandmother was in a nursing home that was infested with COVID. You had it. So I think I have a mindset of it does exist, but so many people think it's just a flu. It won't kill you, which
Well,
I'm not
a good case study for not thinking that way.
Well, I'm just saying most people haven't been. It doesn't get close enough to people for them to think it's real. So until it does,
No, I get it.
like what's that
I
stupid
understand.
game show host guy? Chuck Woolery posted something about. Hey Gerald, posted something about
Hi,
it
Gerald.
didn't exist. Blah 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 blah. And then the next day, his son tested positive with it, and he
Yeah.
was sick. And he's like, "Oh, it does exist." Well, I'm just gonna. Yeah. So I mean, it was really close to me. It was really close to my family. I wear a mask just because.
What's socially?
Why not?
It's social acceptance at this point too. Like, you do it not only to protect everybody, but because it's kind of what we do these days.
What, think about only ourselves?
No, wear
Oh.
a mask and protect yourself and others.
Oh, you think most people would. The nose out bugs me. It's like having your penis hanging out of your pants. Yes, Nadine, it is.
Like I wanted to yell at people today. It's not doing anything, dude.
All right, I got a story.
Just around your mouth doesn't work.
So on the way up there, we stopped at a Subway. And everybody had a mask on except one of the people making the sandwiches.
That's weird.
And I told him everything except onions. So I put onions on there. And he's like, and I'm like, "Oh, I said no onions."
Dude, you're not even
And
paying
he's like,
attention.
"You watch me put these onions on there." And I was like, "Sorry, I was distracted by your nose being out." And I wanted to reach over the counter and slam his head on the counter because.
And did you hear me
say
say no onions?
right?
Like,
Little twit. He's lucky I was that nice
smart
to him.
ass.
It's only because Rosemary and Jay were there, and I was just getting to know Jay that I didn't really ream him out. I've lived in a world where people thought they did not need to protect themselves. Guess what world we learned they do? It's just like seatbelts. When seatbelts came out, people fought against those. They're just there to protect you. Stop being a thing that I can't say. Gerald, today I unwound from my week-long vacation and looked at old pictures from the 90s. I actually sent a picture of your mom to her from her graduation. How you doing there? You catching good stuff or what, Cory?
I'm just monitoring right now.
Oh.
It's almost over. It ends at 8:00. Just sitting here, I've caught 3 things that I would not have found.
Bye, Gerald.
I've been playing for like 15 hours and I haven't found these things.
Oh, sounds like you should take a break then.
Nope.
Are you supposed to be out finding these things? Or are you able
I
to
was
do it?
out.
Yeah, but you can find them here?
Yeah, it's quarantine. They had to change the whole game
Oh, so you can find them from. Well, how come you had to go to the
because I wanted to get out of the house.
park? Oh, I see.
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, why are you doing it when we're on the show?
Because it's
I've been gone for a week. Don't you
because
wanna
the
listen to
game
my
doesn't
stories?
stop for the show. I'm not bothering anybody.
Yes, true, James. People don't take precautions when they're told to. So are you starting dinner, Kurt? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I was going to say it's 6:00. We should probably go start dinner. You can stay on. I'm going to go make dinner because I'm starving.
I haven't eaten all day.
Well, I have eaten one sandwich at 7:30
See?
a.m., but I also have not eaten pretty much all day.
What did you eat at 7:30 a.m.?
Breakfast sandwich from Starbucks when I got my coffee,
Oh.
where everybody had masks on.
Nike Pikachu? Do you have a Nike Pikachu?
I don't have Nike Pikachu, but I just caught a shiny. Oh shoot! What was it? Durant. And a shiny
he said nice Pikachu.
Marowak. Oh.
I thought Nike Pikachu was an actual one.
I'm like, I didn't know Nike had a Pikachu.
He's always talking about something like, oh, a blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you got a what? And then I realized it's a Pikachu thing. Onions are overrated.
Oh, no. Love onions.
Cory loves onions.
I can eat them with every meal. Because you can cook them in so many ways, too.
Oh, are you talking about the old pictures of my dad, Josh? I posted some pictures of my dad today from when we all used to do karate together from a tournament. Onions are, yeah. I like, Jay put some onions in some of the stuff we made, eggs that were good. Cory loves onions, Jay. He'll eat onions like crazy.
I put them in everything.
Tonight we're having pasta and what?
We're having kind of like a leftovers, like odds and ends type thing. I have some rigatoni, pesto, and 2 Beyond sausages that I didn't get to eat while he was gone, and then some other like fake turkey patties that we're gonna mash all up into kind of like sausage, and then use that in the rigatoni with pesto and some mushrooms. And
I have that portobello mushroom.
And shit, there's some kind of cheese in there that we were going to eat, and I can't remember what it is right now.
It's not my cheese.
There's Parmesan and something else.
Okay.
Booger onions.
Rosemary and Jay, I failed on eating today. I wasn't very good about that. But I had 2 cups of coffee, and then I drank a bunch of water, and then I switched to wine. I didn't eat today, though. I got better as the trip went on. Like, I was eating more stuff with them. But,
especially hopefully on that hike, too.
Yeah, well, you know me. I don't drink a lot of water and eat a lot, generally.
Your muscles are going to start eating themselves because they don't have any substance.
Why won't they eat the fat that I have? Why won't they eat the fat that I have?
Well, they'll eat that first.
Hopefully.
All right.
I found a lot more pictures, Josh. There were a whole bunch from like our senior class trips, and I was stuck in the 90s today for sure. Retta, I'll send you old class pictures. I have our 6th grade picture and our kindergarten picture that are pretty nice.
Have I seen one of those? Like your class one?
Maybe.
I think so.
I found a really young picture of Cory today, too, when I first met him. Like, where were you at? Or was that when you were working at Torrey Pines, you think?
In that shirt? Probably, because that was a white, like, underweighting shirt.
Yeah. Old school. I've been trapped in the 90s today, you guys. Oh, definitely, Nadine. I'll put pictures on Instagram as well. I'll probably share some that way and then some in photo. Yes. I'm going to make something for you.
Please do.
Jay made these really good salmon cakes.
All right.
And I made a portobello mushroom. Well, I took the stem out of the portobello mushroom and poured Worcestershire sauce in it and then put it in some tinfoil.
I was going to say, did you go into the laboratory and make a portobello mushroom?
I took pictures of it so you can see. Wasn't there one more thing you were going to impress Kurt and Cory with? Well, the cooking the portobello mushroom was one. The cooking in general was one. I mean, I didn't really cook it. But I was going to make the salmon cakes for you guys one day and just be like, I'm going to cook dinner tonight.
All right. I'm down.
I'm going to tell you now so you're not too scared about it when it happens. Because I know you and you'll be like, you're cooking tonight?
No, I won't do that.
Good night, Retta. I'll send you those class pictures later.
Bye, Retta.
Oh, my lips are so dry. They're falling off.
How's your dryness, Derrol?
My dryness is great. It's definitely gotten moister since I got home.
What do you use to cure your dryness? All right,
a lower altitude.
We're gonna go. Dinner time.
Dinner. Yeah, because I probably should eat. You know.
right.
Artichokes. That's right. We had artichokes too.
COVID lab mushrooms.
COVID lab mushrooms. The artichokes were super good too. We need to have those.
All right. I love artichokes.
Because I could do steam it.
Yeah. They're a lot of work though for very little payoff.
No, it's fun.
But they're delicious.
You get to eat there's not much on the little leaf.
I know.
We were talking.
Yeah.
Rosemary was like, I wonder who figured out.
Yeah, there's not much payoff.
Things.
And you get to the heart and then it's like this big and it's delicious.
We had good hearts on ours.
But
good size.
It's like one of those things. It's like, meh.
Bye, Rosemary.
You end up eating more mayonnaise than you do.
But that's all the fun too.
Hi, Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
We're just about to go.
Rosemary, I'll message you about, and Jay, I'll message you guys about the photos. I might have to have Cory help me do
all that.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry, we missed you.
Go back and watch the video on YouTube or Facebook, Kaya, and like us.
Yeah, everyone go like this video,
yes,
please.
Please like videos for Cory. Cory needs to have his YouTube station monetized. We both do, actually, because...
Well, it's not going to make that much money, but I'm more curious of what happens when the videos start to get liked. Because nothing's happening on the channel right now, and we put out 150 videos.
Nadine.
You know,
and Dwight. I saw Dwight was on.
We got like 200 hours of stuff on there, and
yeah, we need people that
likes is the one thing that's really tiny. The bar is this big.
We need strangers to start liking our videos. We love all you guys, and we're glad that you're here.
We're not grilling, but we are making pasta.
I think she meant the artichokes.
Oh.
We steamed the artichokes when we were camping, Kaya, and they were delicious.
Darrell was talking about something to make to impress us.
Yes, salmon cakes.
And artichokes.
And I made portobello mushroom, too. I mean, I poured Worcestershire sauce in it, put it in tinfoil, then popped it on the grill.
That's something to be proud of.
That's cooking for me. That's more than the microwave. Where's Janine right now when I'm telling her that I'm making something more than microwave food?
All right, we're really going to go.
All right, guys. I missed you all, and kind of this one.
It's okay. I kind of missed you too.
Are you leaving for camping yet?
You'll be the first to know.
I know. No, I'll probably be the second to know because you'll probably tell your mom first, right?
Maybe.
See? I know you well.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Kaya, I'll catch up with you later. I love you.
I might show you guys more pictures tomorrow, but I'll definitely get an album together soon so you guys can see our fun trip. Bye, Cory and the Pokemons.
Bye.